You got Spoon Man to my left. I was like, oh man, my wake wish is
on beat.
You looked all happy and shit like, Deion, you okay? Jesus.
Welcome to another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. I'm Deion Curry.
I'm BT and back behind on the ones and twos, ain't doing a goddamn thing is Maliki Licky
Our
Lick.
favorite super producer. Malik, I gotta tell you, some fans have reached out. They really want pictures. They want to see what you look like.
If I was Malik, I'd be like, nah. I mean, play that role like, you know, that they hear the voice, but they don't know what he looks like. Mysterious.
What does Malik look like?
Yeah.
He's got a really great laugh.
Got a great laugh. He's always
I love Malik's laugh, but what does he look like? So I'm gonna steal a photo of you.
Okay, imagine Humpty Hump, right? But he's a little bigger. He's
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Humpty Hump. Yeah, Humpty Hump back then, not now. He looks like Humpty Hump, who's a drug dealer with tight ass fucking sweatpants.
He got on Gucci slides.
Yeah, he got Gucci sandals and an Adidas tracksuit. So he's either selling drugs.
He didn't say no.
Didn't say no. I ain't never seen no tight ass fucking sweatpants before.
He said,
I mean, he comes in tight, like, all right, Lee.
skinny sweats. He got on skinny sweats.
That's a new thing now, skinny sweats. Oh yeah, so that's cool. You know what? If I were you, Malik, don't show me what you look like, because I mean, it adds to the mystery, man. You know, it's almost like Jamie on Joe Rogan, or even though you see him every now and then, or Charlie from Charlie's Angels. You know, I'm going way back.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm going way back. Charlie's what?
I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. He's one of the angels now.
Man, you know, I got a ticket last week, the night before I left.
Ticket to ride.
I was right here, you know, where the T is, right here, where the road is. Mm-hmm. I saw the cop. I mean, it's at nighttime, so he had it wasn't like his cherries, but just the bar, you know, all white. I was like, okay, there's a cop there, right? And so,
are you in your car or your scooter?
No, on my truck.
Okay.
So I'm about to make a right, and there's a car over here, and the car, you know, and that's a bad T intersection because you got to kind of pull out a little bit. So the car pulled out, and I was waiting and I could see it in the car was coming. I was waiting. So then I turned. Cop gets behind me. I go, is he gonna pull me over? Right when I pulled in, he pulled me over. He go, man, you didn't signal. I go, oh.
Who fucking cares?
I go, man, I saw you, but I go, okay, man. I mean,
he gave you a ticket for that?
Yeah, I got a ticket laying right there.
Failure to signal. He gave you a ticket.
Yeah, give me a ticket.
This close to your crib.
This close to the crib.
What a fucking dick.
I mean,
quarter time.
I was like, man, really, bro? I mean, he was cool and shit, but man, I was worried.
Nah, it's not cool to give a nigga a ticket when to failure to signal. Failure to signal, bro.
And
was it busy?
It was at nighttime. It was about 10:30 at night.
Exactly. Fuck that guy.
And like I waited, and then I saw the other cop come. I go, oh shit!
He brought another unit.
I thought I'm about to go to jail, and I go. I started thinking, no.
I bet you when he looked you up. God damn.
It starts smoking. He go,
warning, not enough bandwidth.
You know what's funny though?
Additional units needed.
I had like my Celsius in my pan. He goes, sing your jeans. I go, oh man, I went to the movie. I said, and just in case I got tired, I got my Celsius and wake me up and go, oh okay. I guess he thought I had a gun in my pocket.
What are those jeans? You should have been like your dick.
I should have said, you know what it is, bro.
Don't be jealous.
I should have said,
adjust for you.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro. Come on, man, I'm black. If I said some shit like that.
Say crime turns me on. There's a reason why I don't signal. I wanted you to see.
The threat of going to jail.
Double ticket.
The threat of going to jail turns me on.
Said, step out of the car.
You want to pat me down? All right, you know what, sir? You're free to go.
You know what? I'm going to give you a warning this time. Next time, just buy your drinks at the movies.
It was funny because it was sticking out like this, and I go, hey, what's in your pants? I was tempted to go, hey, man.
Did he give you the whole spiel? Do you know I pulled you over?
He goes, well,
it's your job, nigga. What you mean?
He goes, well, you know you got a warrant in
what?
Jackson County, but it's in Ohio. I went, man, I mean, I go, man, come on, it's Ohio.
You got a warrant in Ohio.
It's like something like a, I don't know.
Easy pass, you ain't pay your ticket or something. Would you cross a toll and be like, you know what, fuck this.
No, that's Kentucky. But in Ohio, I don't.
They see me rolling.
I think
they hating.
I didn't show up at a court. It's not an FTA, but anyway, I got a
Failure to appear?
It's not an FTA, but I got a warrant in Ohio.
For what?
Fuck, I don't know. He told me though. He goes,
unpaid parking ticket?
I don't know.
What were you doing in Ohio? How long ago was this?
It had to be a long time. I ain't been in Ohio in a minute. Why would you go to Ohio? Anyway, so by the way, Ohio.
Why? Because you have to get to anywhere important.
Yeah. Well, going east. Yeah. Now I got to drive around.
You got to go straight through that.
Now I got to drive around it.
Yeah.
I got to go way up to Michigan and come back down, all because I'm afraid to get a,
I'm gonna start right here and I'm come down.
So yeah.
Let you go if you got a warrant. Usually they don't.
Well, it's from Ohio.
It's Ohio.
He's like, hey,
I'm not calling it.
No, but he said he goes. But if it was here, he goes, yeah, we'd be taking you to jail. And I was like, all right, man.
So are you gonna clean it up or?
Yeah, I have to. That's what the movie's shooting in Ohio. So I don't want. Shit, I don't want to be in. Hey man, I can't make the set today. Why? I'm in jail.
Said, whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police.
Hey, I'm like Tyreek Hill. Drew, I'm going to jail. The director calls. Where you at? I'm going to jail.
Come on, man, I need some help.
That's the funniest police brutality I've ever seen in my life. Drew, I'm going to jail. But yeah, so I got to get that shit.
Well, that's unfortunate. And you don't even know where it's from? Speed.
No. Oh, well, I probably will. I mean, initially, yeah. That's what I do.
I know. I see all these pictures of you on that bike and you was.
Oh, back in the day.
No, you just posted them.
Oh no, that was a simulator.
Duh.
Yeah, it was a simulator. It wasn't what?
I'm saying. See, oh shit! Not me having my goddamn
phone on.
Yeah, who am I? Am I you?
You're Dion.
It's Malik. He just texted me.
Am I the asshole? Malik does stuff. He does stuff.
He's finally doing something.
I know.
Back there. But no, I'm saying you were on the simulator. I could see you looked in your element, and as a friend, I love seeing my friends in their element.
Thank you,
so
buddy.
that was, I know that you Vespa's not quite. Yeah. The Ducati that you used to, but are you ever gonna get back on the bike again?
Yeah, I went to the doctor today. It's up to this foot. When my foot can get in the boot, that's when I'm gonna get a bike. My foot can fit in the boot. So until it's still swollen, they don't know when the fluid's
Good for
gonna come
you
out.
for not being too afraid to get back on that horse.
And, hey man, because you're gonna die. You're gonna die anyway, no matter what you do.
I be saying that, you be like, don't say that.
Well, no, you say it different. You go,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, you say shit like, I don't know. Shit like, hey, whoa, don't say that. Like, just shit and you go, no. I go, you're going to die anyway, so you might as well do what you want to do in life. You say shit like, I'm just going to kill myself. Or something like, whoa! Or something like that, or I'm probably going to die doing something. And I go, whoa.
I probably am going to die doing something stupid. Knowing the trajectory of my life and all the bullshit I've had.
I'm gonna get a phone call. Hey man, Dion's gone. What happened? He was skateboarding. Dion was skateboarding. He said he was getting ready for the X Games.
I was trying to say
Dion was gonna get the X Games. He goes, yeah, he found the Lord, and apparently he said, hey, do that.
Skate or die.
Do that half pipe, and Dion didn't do that.
Do you remember that video? Oh, you probably didn't play video games. You was
never.
Way grown before that game came out.
Okay.
Do you remember
That was okay.
Well, I'm just saying you weren't a Nintendo guy. You were an adult when Nintendo came out.
Okay, true story. When it came to computers, all I remember is my brother was on one, and I was like, what's that? And he was like, it's a computer. And that's how, I mean, I didn't know what a computer, seriously, man. I saw him like.
Didn't ask for an in-depth analysis. Oh, computer, okay.
Okay. And I just kept
whatever
on
that is.
Then I got a book out and started reading. You know what a book is, right? Anyway, I got a book out and started reading. That's how far back I go. I go, computer. I go,
do you know home row?
Huh? Don't know what?
Do you know home row?
Home row?
On a keyboard, home row.
No. I don't know anything like I don't know anything like that.
See, I love that he's before the computer generation. Malik is way past the computer generation. I'm like right at the beginning of the computer generation. So it's funny to me. It's like they used to have in 6th grade, I had to take a computer class.
Okay, yeah. I wish I had one of those.
Keyboard, and teach all the functions of the keyboard and all that type of shit. And
right.
Miss Hart was my teacher for she was English, but we go to computer lab during English class, and that's when we took the little. But one day, she got one of the kids in the class who was talking shit on the computers, and she got everybody in the class to like beat me up. I could have got this bitch's job if
To
I
beat
wanted
you
to.
up?
Yeah, it was weird. It was like one of those things where she thought it was funny until it wasn't funny anymore.
Like what?
Because me and Miss Hart had this relationship where we would banter back and forth. It was, it was playful most of the time. But this particular day, it crossed the line.
Who crossed the line first?
She did.
Okay, what she said?
And she told the students to get me. She was like, get him. Because I was killing her, bro.
How old were you?
I was in 6th grade.
Damn, they said get him?
Yeah, because we were in the computer lab. And in the computer room, it's like a big U, right? You come in the door, and then the computer's...
Yeah, like a horseshoe.
Right. So everybody's got their back to everybody else except for the people right next to you.
Okay.
I'll never forget the nigga named Thomas. Big ass nigga.
Nigga named Thomas. NNT.
He was the one that grabbed me, and then all the other students really? It was playful at first, but then apparently some niggas in the class had beef with me I ain't knew about. So shit got a little less playful the more punches I absorbed, to the point where like I got fucked up. And I was crying, and she was freaking out. Oh my God, okay, I'm sorry. Stop. Because, kids get into it.
Yeah.
It's like Lord of the Flies.
Teacher said I could beat him up?
Yeah.
I'm going to beat him up.
Kill the pigs, stomp their heads, right?
Hey, you call that boy Clay? I'm going to call him Clay.
So Thomas let me go. I run out of the classroom. I'm crying. I'm telling my parents. She's like, shh. I'm like, no, fuck that. So,
You suck my dick? That's the only way I'll be quiet. Most teachers fuck their kids. She fucked you up. She called a hit out on you. She called a hit.
She was not attractive at all.
Okay.
She looked like a rat. She had big, sharp buck teeth in the front with a really pointy nose. Oh. She was a member of the rat family.
Damn.
You know how some people look like rats? She was one of them.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, now teachers are hot and they fuck their kids.
Yeah, one of them just got in trouble. This is so funny. The cops arrested her so nicely. She was with her husband.
What'd they say?
They pulled her over, and she was like, "What's going on? Is there a traffic? What do we do?"
Is that the one in the SUV, or like not SUV, but kind of like SUV?
I think it was like black.
And they pulled into in their driveway.
And she's like, you can go ahead and get out. You can turn the car. Then telling her, you can go ahead. No, get everything you need out of there. Come on.
I saw that.
She's like, what's going on? Like, but you know what you was doing.
You know what you did to them kids.
Fucking them childrens.
I mean, I think about the husband in that situation like, wow, really? I mean.
All this time I could have been cheating. That's not funny. That's terrible. And you shouldn't laugh at that. What you should do is go to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. Get a bonus episode every month, plus early access to all the episodes. And also there's merch. You can pick up our t-shirts with different designs with direct shipping to you at buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled.
I just can't. I mean, honestly, that's amazing to me. On both things. I mean, the fact that she called a hit and didn't think it was going to go down that way. I mean, if kids get permission to beat somebody, or when you're a kid.
But this is the thing. Our relation, because I was always like a teacher's pet, but I would push the boundary. Like,
of course.
I was respectful, but I was trying to figure out, what you going to let me get away with?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Until
I already know all the shit you finna try to teach me.
Right.
Because I used to read all the time. I loved reading.
I know, me too. Seriously. Loved reading.
I knew all the shit they were teaching me already because I had read it before. But anyway, so when I got to school, it was, my friends are here. I'm practicing my art. This is how I knew I was going to be a stand-up comedian at a very young, because I always loved making people laugh.
Of course.
So I would try to get the teachers to laugh. And yeah, Miss Hart crossed the line. I remember calling my parents, and my dad was pissed.
What did he do?
He was like, that bitch did what? And I had never heard my dad cuss. She did what?
He said, that bitch did what?
I was like, she told him to get me, and they was all punching me in my chest. And he was like, oh, I can't wait to get up to that school. So they had like a parent-teacher conversation. I wasn't there, so I don't know what they talked about. But Miss Hart was super nice to me for the rest of the semester.
So you did?
No.
Okay.
I didn't lose my virginity till I was 20.
Oh, damn. I got you by a year. Mine was 19. In the madman's dream, the cop shot the kid.
How old was she?
Around the same age. We're both same age.
She was 40.
One of the few times in my life Oh, yeah. Yours way older.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like you got molested basically.
No.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh shit.
No.
Is that why you like older?
I was snaking on that bitch.
Is that why you like older women now?
I've always been attracted to older women. The girls my age were,
So
they ain't have titties as big as the ones I was, ooh, them titties.
those are old fashioned. Just
Except for this girl named Tracy.
those are
that was my middle school crush.
Back in those days, those were old fashioned, just milk and honey and fucking pork chops, and that's just bad eating right there. Them big titties back in the day.
There was this girl in our neighborhood. Her name was Valerie. She was white. She had blonde hair, blue eyes.
And big titties. Every girl named Valerie had big titties. That's a girl back in my.
Just the most ridiculous mommy milkers you ever seen in your life.
I feel bad for her because her back probably hurt. And kids were probably trying to get it rub on them.
Nah, she was dumb. So we used to fucking get her to show us her titties all the fucking time on some dumb shit.
Like show a whole titty.
Yeah, but
not just like the
everybody
little
be like, Valerie, we all know you stuffing your bra, even though we can see the fucking cleavage, right? She'd be like, what are you guys talking about? It's clear. I'm like, no, there's socks in there. Pull them out and we'll show you. See, guys, there's no socks.
all the way.
All the way.
Nipples and everything.
Yes.
And the nuts and bolts. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
And we would do it like 3 times a week.
And she
Every
fell
time.
for it.
She likes showing her titties. I'm thinking about it now. I think she was very aware.
We gotta go to dances to see if she's there. Valerie! Shh. No, she uses her real name. That's how stupid she is. She uses her real name. Valerie, it is your name. I know. It's like naming your kid Cinnamon on purpose.
Gotta invest in your future.
Her parents knew. Them titties like, baby, ain't nobody gonna pay you attention. You might as well be a stripper.
That neighborhood was full of inappropriate behavior now that I think about it.
There was nothing better than a mixed neighborhood when you're a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. There's nothing. I mean, I think it's helpful for the kids when they grow up. They kind of know. You know what I mean? I do. I think nothing better for a kid having a mixed neighborhood where you go, okay, you kind of see how they live, and I don't know about you, but we didn't really. I mean, we knew, but we didn't really put that much onus on it. It was like,
How old were you when you experienced? What am I trying to say? I remember the first time I had never seen a radish before. I didn't know what radishes were until like the 4th grade, and we had a scavenger hunt. And one of the items was, I was like, what the fuck is that?
radish, yeah. Well,
But it was an all-white neighborhood. We knock on niggas' door, and they're, oh, we got a radish. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I remember tasting. I was like, people eat this shit?
here you go, young man.
is a rock.
They just give you one. Yeah, nice white people like, here, take this radish, young man.
Well, they didn't give it to me. They gave it to the 3 white boys that I was with.
That's
They
why
were like, why is he on the plate?
That's why they opened the door for you. they would go, I won't blame them. I would even open the door for some black kid. Hey, mister.
Hey, you got any radishes? Nigga, what? What you know about a radish, boy?
But yeah, it does. It opens you up. I mean, because one time my mom was going to make us she always made us cherry pies. But she made a mistake because it looked like cherry pie, but it was rhubarb. To this day, we don't know what rhubarb is. but I know it looks like a cherry pie.
Yeah, but white people eat rutabagas and...
I don't know what a rutabaga
I
is.
don't either.
Rutabaga.
They're big as fuck.
Radishes, maca root.
Beets.
Beets. Beets are good. Beets are good. You ever had beet salad?
I've been beat up.
By a teacher that called a hit on you. A teacher called a hit on a 6th grader. God damn.
Miss Hart.
Those were the days,
I wonder if
man.
she's still alive.
Nah, she's dead.
He said it definitively, like,
Hey.
no, rats die young.
From 6th grade on down, them teachers are old and they dead. I mean, it's just put. I remember Mr. McClure. Mr. McClure. I mean, looking back on. I mean,
I'm Troy McClure.
he seemed like he was 7'1", and he was like just like a straight pole, and he talked like this. He go, hey, I catch you talking, go take you outside, go and bust you. That's how he talk. Hey, Kelly, I catch you talking one more time, take you outside, go and bust you.
Is he white?
Oh, fuck yeah, Mr. McClure.
Did you have any black teachers?
Yeah, man, you know what's great?
Black male teachers?
That's a great question. No, not in my school. There was one, and he
You didn't have any throughout your...
no.
Wow.
I mean,
I didn't get my first black male teacher till high school.
and that makes a difference, man. I mean, in high school, yeah. In high school, we did. In high school, we had our driver's ed. And there was a dude. We thought it was funny you say it. I was just thinking about him literally yesterday because there was in high school we thought it was mean. His name was Mr. Haynes, I think it was. and he acted like he was mean, but he actually was looking out for you. You know what I mean? But they did it that old-fashioned way, that tough love, like Miss Powell. Miss Powell, I thought Miss Powell was mean, but even I got it at the time in 4th grade. She always, you know, she's like, Tara, you better catch that bus. But at the time, it's a girl named Vicky, a little white girl, and she was
Vicky
like,
and Valerie.
Vicky had me walk, but she had small titties. But she had me walk her to the other side of the school to walk her to the sidewalk, and I would hurry my ass back and catch the bus. One time I missed it, but anyway, Miss Powell was mad. She saw what I was doing. Miss Powell, you know.
You better leave them fast ass girls alone.
No, you better leave them white girls alone. Miss Powell came from, I'm pretty sure like her grandma probably was a slave. But anyway, so Miss Powell was like, you better hurry up, Tara. And looking back on it, she was just looking out for me. To me, though, the best was Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson was my music teacher. Miss Wilson knew what she was doing. Like every February, we would waltz. And she always point to me. I was the only black kid in the class. Come up there, and we, you know, I put my hand on her waist.
1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4.
And I was like, cause I touch her waist. You don't touch anybody's waist when you're in 4th grade. Like, and she'd be like this. Only thing I didn't like though, you could tell she smoked. And that kind of made me good. But man, I would like
miss my music teacher in
and I was like, and she was, man, Miss Wilson. And and her daughter was a beautiful girl. I met her in Arkansas. We reconnected, and she came to see one of my shows. And I don't know if I asked about her mom, because I didn't know, you know, I don't want to, you know, just in case. But yeah, she was really cool. Miss Wilson was real cool. But all the black teachers, in a way, they looked out for you. And even I was kind of cognizant of it back then growing up. You know, 'cause we only had like, shit. I mean, in elementary, I think we had one. We had one
I
black
had none
teacher.
in elementary school.
Yeah, now when it came to high school.
I didn't get my first black teacher till middle school. Miss Morrison, she was a cunt. I hated her guts. But my first black male teacher was Mr. Brantley. This nigga used to wear Coogee sweaters and Jordans. he would never get up from his desk. He would have his feet up on his desk. You could see the bottom of the Jordans. And this Coogee sweater, nigga would always be reading. So he was a one-hand book nigga. You know them. Most people read books. This nigga with his feet up on the desk.
Like a black lazy Shakespeare. Juliet, bitch, you know I'm here. No. It was we had in-school suspension. Like you get suspended.
ISS.
And that dude, he was black. I remember that.
Of course, the disciplinary teacher.
Yeah, you gotta have a black dude.
That's true. So, Mr. Rascal, there were 2 Rascals. The younger one was the ISS teacher, and the older one was the IT teacher.
Okay.
And man, that nigga was athletic as fuck. Like, he was one of the people you could do like he, if he was holding on to a pole, he could put his whole leg. You know, he was always showing off how strong he was.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Mr. Rascal, let's do a push-up contest. Niggas do anything to not do what they supposed to do. Right? So he'd be like, you gotta do. We'll do it, but you gotta. You know.
Yeah.
But he was cool. He started this program in middle school. I think still runs, called Boys to Men, and it was a mentor program.
Good, that's great. That's great to hear.
It mentored all kinds of kids, not just black ones. But we used to have like lock-ins in school and stuff.
Yeah. Now, you know, looking back on it, I mean, I didn't understand the gravitas of the situation, but it's kind of cool. I think they knew. Because I remember like thinking Mr. Ledbetter and Mr. I forget his name, Mr. Whitaker, because Mr. Whitaker had a missing tooth, but he always laughed like, yeah. And he put the tongue in front of his tooth so you could tell he was missing a tooth. He was like, I go, well, you got a red tooth, Mr. Whitaker. And everybody would laugh. He'd look at me like,
You're going to be missing it too. You keep talking, motherfucker.
Well, he was short, but he had one of them big old 70s fros. Yeah. But they would always, I was mad at him at the time. I get it now why they did it, but I remember it was Rusty Bingham. I think he called Herman a nigger. And so they were going to fight. Rusty probably would have beat him up, but Herman was going to fight him anyway. So Herman was going to, but they held Herman back, and they didn't do shit to Rusty. And I thought, that's kind of fucked up. And I think Herman was going, you shut up. I think, you know, but I think it's because they knew if he ever got to the principal or whatever, Herman would have got he still got the raw end of the deal, you know what I mean? When they call you nigga and then you fight, but you don't want to get in trouble and nothing happens to them. So.
Kind of like Carmelo Anthony.
No, what happened there?
Not the basketball player, but the.
Oh, that dude. Well, see, listen, I'm on the internet. I didn't see it and shit, and I'm hearing different sides of the story. Like, I don't know what happened. If you guys don't know, that's where the black kids at the track meet.
And the two twin brothers were
Just say twins.
antagonizing.
You don't say two twins. Just say twins. And the twin brothers.
Well, there's two of them. They're twins.
No,
so the two twin brothers.
Twin is synonymous. So all you do is say twin. You don't
But
say
it could be a female twin.
that you would say fraternal. So
No, I wouldn't.
It's
I
twin-
would. She would.
it's twin
just-
brothers.
Anyway, you can be
Anyway.
identical and be boy and girl.
Anyway,
you do know
so
that.
it's twin brothers.
Right.
And now, what did they say? Now, what did they say to him? I mean, seriously, because
Apparently they wanted him to get out of the tent. This is.
oh, the tent.
Yeah, it was raining. It was
Yeah,
traffic,
okay.
but Anyway.
I've read all this, so that's why.
All I've seen was that these two boys were known bullies, and the public is trying to make it seem like
they were just.
innocent in all this.
Yeah, the
and
black-
he was just a stabbing,
Yeah.
murderous nigga.
Who brings a fucking knife to a? And it's Texas. They being guns.
Like, you open carry to your mama's funeral. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Who brings a knife to a track meet?
It's
a
sad
black dude
that-
who's scared of two fucking
It's
twin
sad that a
brothers.
kid lost his life.
It is sad.
And, you
but we don't. But I mean, like I said, man, there's two different. I'm reading it from different sides, but it's.
Well, there's my whole thing. If you are supporting Kyle Rittenhouse, I don't want to hear you say shit about this nigga. That's all. That's all.
I'll play devil's advocate. Yeah, but that was different.
No, it wasn't.
Why-
Nigga left
why
his
wasn't
crib, went to another state with a gun
Looking
he wasn't
for
supposed to
trouble, and he
have,
found it.
and he found it, and he
found it.
murdered somebody.
And-
in self-defense, because he was in some place he wasn't supposed to be. If this black boy was in some place he wasn't supposed to be and then defended himself and
skipped
killed
school.
somebody, how is that any different? How can you say that? Because Kyle's
And I was like, fucking, what's wrong with him? I was like, is he having a seizure? I mean, I didn't know. I go, is he crying? The way he. If I was a judge, stop. I was just saying, just stop. Just fucking stop.
he got off.
Hey, but my thing is, man, I hope that, I mean, this is in Texas.
He gonna fry.
Yeah. I mean,
He
because
gonna
the
fry.
governor, remember that white dude that killed that black dude and they found him guilty, but the government said, nah, we can't.
Nah, we good.
Yeah, and he
Good job, man.
pardoned him. So I think that's going to happen here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't trust the system, especially now that old Tariff is in charge. King Tariff, Sheriff Tariff, and the Tariffettes.
Tariff.
Yeah, and the Tariffettes.
Fucking Elon was like, you know what? I hope that the North America and Europe can do some free trade. Like,
You mean Elon?
Yeah.
You said Eli.
Elon, Eli, Elia, nigga, Elia.
The Amish?
Yeah, goofy ass.
The Amish South American?
I heard that. So there's a conspiracy theory alert. We need like a fucking drop for this.
Yeah, okay, tell me.
So he is allegedly a plant.
Elon?
Elon.
A plan for who?
For the New World Order family. He's like the guy that's supposed to usher in the
New World Order?
he's supposed to, they're using him
To get
all the stuff that they're trying. This is one of the conspiracies. Because Elon's not really good at anything by himself.
Well, hardly anybody is. I mean, it's the people underneath them.
No, there's people who are fucking true geniuses. Like James Baldwin was a true fucking genius. You know
Oh,
what
of
I
course James Baldwin is. I'm
mean?
pretty
Like
sure.
some people are really good at their jobs. And there are other people who are clearly frauds. And he was lying about video games, which is a very fucking retarded thing
Yeah, because
to lie about.
You have many gamers out there going,
It's like, bro,
yeah.
what? As a nigga who's played video games for 40 fucking years, let me tell you, it's a dumb thing to lie about.
Yeah.
Because anybody who knows anything about video games knows it's like you got to dedicate time to it. You can't run 6 companies and be the top of the leaderboards. You just don't have time. You don't have time.
Six camera top of the leaderboard.
Because
And run
niggas
with
is
the
always playing video games.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be at the top, you gotta be in there. So you telling me is the reason why the Cybertruck looked like that is because this nigga was playing Diablo?
And he's trying to run the new far right, kind
You
of
know
usher
what
in
I'm
the new
saying?
far right.
This is all this bullshit that we got going on. I don't want to get too political on this episode, but
Dude, please.
I'm just saying, like,
Be talking about tizzies and izzies.
I'm sick of this shit. Are you not tired? Like, I'm already tired.
Of who? Of that?
It's-
Dude, I mean, it's like this. I told myself this second time around, I'm not gonna let him get me. Like the first time, I was a mess. The first time I was angry. I'd wake up like, oh, he's just. I mean, I let him get in my head. This time I go, fuck
Now you
this.
in your pocket.
Yeah. Hey, I say, am I robbing this dude? Okay. I mean, I was up for a little bit. Now I go, ah.
This GameStop shit is getting very interesting.
Because it's got to the point that they can't afford to buy them out, right?
Oh no, dude. The short selling that they did, they're fucked. There's no way they're getting it.
So
because once the fucking stock hits, I think it's $62, it's over. If the stock ever hits $62, it's fucking the game is over.
Really?
It's if it hits $62.
Have you bought stock in it yet?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't trust it. It's too good to be true. To really think that the system is going to get collapsed and they're going to let you keep that money? Are you fucking... They're not going to let you keep that money?
Well, you get a tax lawyer. Or you get a lawyer. You might. I mean, seriously.
Whose lawyer?
You get a lawyer and then...
It's part of the system. That's what you don't understand. Look, man, it's fair for them. It ain't fair for you. If you're on the outside, you got to be on the inside.
Are you trying to say that our government's not fair to us?
Of course. You saw how Israel's been fucking America since the 60s?
Did you see that thing I sent you? That thing I sent you?
About Kennedy? What'd you send me?
Fuck, I forgot. No, I think I sent you. Oh, that thing that said that in World War I, Germany actually won World War I, and they didn't tell anybody. I mean, they developed a submarine in World War I, and then they actually won it. Yeah, and then they wanted to bring in the United States, and then they said, okay, listen, we'll let you guys say you won if you give us Palestine.
Because they wanted to get rid of the Jews.
So, yeah. I mean, and so they said Germany actually won World War I.
Well, but they didn't get... the Rothschilds sent a letter.
The Rothschilds are so fucking evil. They're the ones behind all this shit.
But what if they're the ones that, and this is the conspiracy theory, I'm like, the evil has to come from, like, the cause has to have an effect, right?
Are the Rothschilds Jewish?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Okay.
But
it'll be like that.
here's, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, is right and wrong is wrong. Jew, black, Malik, whatever. You know what I mean?
That was good. That was good. Even Malik looked up. He goes, fuck you guys.
But what I'm saying is okay, so the Rothschilds are the most richest, powerful family in the world, right?
Even more than the Rockefellers?
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the top, there's always something above you, right?
Yeah.
So we know there are other intelligent life forms in the universe. We've confirmed this already. So that they've been here before us, right? We're just monkeys who have figured it out, right? Stop eating your shit. You know, you can stand up straight.
Stand up straight.
So what if the aliens, or I don't even want to call them aliens because they're from Earth.
The original inhabitants.
The other, what if they're like, yo, you either do this or we're killing everybody. And the Rothschilds like, all right, fine. We'll do it how you want to do it, and we'll get, because I heard that the reason why there's so many missing kids is because some of the bad quote unquote aliens fucking eat humans. Like,
yeah.
And it's part of, hey, we gotta give, if we want, unless we want to go to total war with this mother,
it's
and
a
we'll
ritual.
lose.
Like they eat the kid. Well, I heard eating kids like it helps stay young.
It makes you like so. But okay, so where did that thought process come from?
The Clintons.
No. Allegedly, you can't say
Okay, I'm sorry.
shit.
Allegedly.
Christ.
Okay, my bad.
What I'm saying is,
Oh God.
Hillary,
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
your brakes ain't gonna be. That
don't
movie,
work.
you gonna have
Hey,
accident.
they don't work. They don't work right now. Shit. I guess they've been trying to get me for years.
So that's why my feet hurt so much. I gotta stop on my toes. But what I'm saying is what if everything, like the science of the thought, like we're products of our environment. What we learn is the thread that we follow. Was it placed there for us to find? Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I think they've been leading us down this one road, and everybody follows it. And I mean, that trajectory, they've been leading down, and it's actually something else. But they know we would be followers. And that's why I said, it almost goes along with what I said in the beginning, that conspiracy theory that aliens invented religion. Because if aliens invented it, because they wanted mankind to get along with each other. And they said, and they also say that aliens, if they gave the humans, it gave us, it's just a fraction of everything, they could, in famine, homelessness, everything. But, because, you know.
We don't need them to do that. We can do that ourselves.
But we could. But no, they say aliens have all the technology to give us that, we can end all that. But if you think about it, only the richest people in the world, control all the wealth, basically, right? With
they do that to keep it.
But think about it. It's religion. Religion controls people. Right? It
To
does.
a certain extent.
To a lot of extent. I mean, back in the day. Now, not so much, but kinda. But especially back in the day, it carried a lot of weight.
It gives people hope.
You gotta have hope. It does. But at the same time, it's very controlling. Think about it. How many times? You say something maybe a little bit off color in your mind. Who said the Lord don't like that?
But see, that's the thing.
But it's
Who
about
gets to decide what off color is?
Well, especially back in the day when things were literally black and white back in the day.
If demons exist, how is you saying fuck offend God?
That's not the point, though.
No. My
demons-
question is, so God kicked out Satan, right?
Yeah.
It's in the book that everybody says is true. God acknowledges all these bad things, right? So if he's allowing that to exist, what the fuck difference does it make if I sleep with a girl before I'm married? Or, you know what I mean?
Freedom of thought, freedom of thought,
Like,
or
make it
freedom
make
of choice.
make sense.
Well, I mean, it's freedom of choice. He gives us to make a decision on our own. I mean, sir, like he goes, hey, listen.
It's convenient, ain't it?
But I'm saying
it's very convenient that a demon don't get to choose, but you do, because you're special, because you look like him. So what do they look like? It just doesn't. To me, logically, how can you be smarter than me and not explain that shit so black and white that a dumbass nigga like me could get it? I'm just supposed to lean on a mustard seed of faith. That's it. Come on, man, that's fucking weak.
I'm telling you, back in the day, especially back in the day,
Yeah, before
people
you
did lean on
Google
religion.
shit and be like,
Well, before Google came along, I mean, think about it. How many times, I mean, even older black people to this day, or just people, period, to this day, they always, refer to the good book or this and that. And I mean, it's almost like my joke. It's like, I mean, seriously, more black people go to church than any other race of people. And I always say, has it ever really worked out for us? Other than the first round of the NFL draft, has it ever really worked out for us? I mean, it is true, but they still keep going back to the same well. And I almost want to go, and it does hurt my feelings when I see an older black person, and they really have a genuine like for you, or I'll pray for you, and they really mean it, and you want to go, really?
my mom still prays for me.
Yeah, I mean, like when has he ever been there for? Like, was he there when they blew up that church on a Sunday and killed those 3 black girls? Mm-hmm. And they never found, but they said they never found the people who did it. They never did time. Or how about me being from Oklahoma, but from Black Wall Street? Nobody white went to jail, and they saw them dump bodies.
Here's my thing. Why make me spend time down here if you're gonna promise me something else that's better than this? Like, what this stopgap of sinning that we have to do?
So I can't sit here, but once I go to heaven, I can just, it's gonna be a fuck fest.
And I get to do all the positive,
all
cool
the virgins,
for whatever,
shit.
for the rest. Like, to me, it just.
I'm gonna blow up these motherfuckers here, and then after that, I'm gonna be fucking 72 bird. I'm gonna fuck all day,
the only
fuck
thing
all
that
night.
I could come up with. So you're a God. You create your own universe. It has its own set of rules.
Right.
What are the first 3 rules that you're gonna create for your universe?
For my universe, be kind.
You have to be kind.
Yeah, that's be kind. I mean, you can't be like, just.
Or what? What happens if you're not kind?
You're going to hell. No. We're going to take away all your privileges.
What is kindness? Because if an animal
Yeah.
has to eat another animal in
to
order to
stay
survive,
alive,
is
yeah.
that kind or not kind?
They got to be sick. They got to be like.
Well, is that kind to make an animal sick to feed another one? What about the animal that's suffering an illness?
Oh, here we go with
That's not kind.
That's so true. You're right, man.
So
You're right.
what I'm saying is, how do you make anything like this whole idea of quote unquote free will? I'm like, come on, man.
But I mean.
Speaking of animals, I sent an Am I an Asshole that involves an animal.
Oh, is this a
shit.
transition? You got to wrap this shit up. Oh, you see how he slid that in there?
That was smooth.
That nigga was keeping
That was
time.
smooth. Yeah, it was smooth. No, that's what you want to read it.
Speaking of animals.
Yeah. Speaking of animals,
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've 35 male, got a freshly remodeled front yard that looks really good. It's about a month old.
Oh, damn.
Think something similar to this. Okay. Our front yard was
Our old front yard.
Our old front yard was a grass yard. We regularly had issues with people letting their pets shit and piss.
It must have been a bad yard. Man, fuck this yard. I don't think anybody lives here.
Shit was mostly picked up, but our yard reeked of piss when it was hot out.
It's like a homeless yard.
Why your yard smell like the bus stop?
Why your yard smell like that dude that asked for money on the side of the road?
I put up a be respectful, no poop or pee signs. They're still up post remodel. Finally, my wife and I bit the bullet to remodel the yard. Now, the first 5 feet of the yard next to the sidewalk is rock. And we were hoping that would deter people from letting their dog in our yard. It doesn't seem like it has. It's still a noticeable issue to our noses. This morning, my wife, 27, pointed out someone, 30s female, letting their dog go to the bathroom in our yard. As soon as I saw this, I headed for the door.
Oh, shit.
And by the time I got outside, she was in front of my neighbor's yard. I walked her way and yelled at her not to let her dog piss and shit in my yard. I pointed out the signs. She said, if her dog has to go, her dog has to go. She says, I don't know why you're complaining. I cleaned it up. I was like, not the piss. She was giving me big attitude. I yelled at her to teach her dog to piss and shit at home.
She told me to shut up, asshole.
And called me a bully. As she continued walking away, I said, my yard is not for your dog. Am I the asshole?
For chasing down for someone to stop letting their dog from shitting in there. How bad is their yard when people just so, you know what, you can shit here. I mean, it's got to be pretty goddamn bad. Because think about it. Just common sense, at least I'm thinking, common sense would go, hey, carry something in your hand to pick it up or whatever. But when you see something that's like, I don't think anybody lives here. Go ahead and shit here. I mean, right? I mean, I would just go.
When I was a kid, nobody picked up dog shit.
Yeah, I know. But you know what?
It would turn gray.
No, white. It turned white.
At first, it would turn gray,
Yeah.
and then it would turn white. Like it would be BT Brown. Then the sun would hit, and it would get Dion Dark.
Okay, I'm glad you know that.
And then it would
Dion Dark and BT Brown. I was like, okay, you better be going someplace with this. And then it turned Malik Yellow.
for all of those who hasn't seen his picture.
Yeah, Malik Asian. No, not just joking. Just joking.
Yeah, no one ever picked up his shit.
Yeah, but then again, no. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never seen anybody walking a dog in my neighborhood. Well, I mean, actually walking a dog.
Couldn't afford pets.
Yeah, I never saw somebody walking a dog. I remember like 2 blocks up, there was a well-to-do white family. They couldn't be well-to-do. They are a neighborhood, but they were like pretty decent off.
Compared to us.
Yeah, but they had this big-ass Saint Bernard who would like act like he would chase us. He'd come to like the end of the yard, he'd like, and just kind of go back. He didn't have the thing.
The
you
barrel?
Know, yeah, the
he
barrel.
wasn't a fucking rescue dog.
He was like, and he'd go back. And but
why the fuck would he have a barrel in Oklahoma?
It
No snow in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it snows. It snows. But it wasn't like he's gonna get loose and climb up a mountain in Oklahoma and save somebody. I mean, but then again, no. But nobody walked the dog, so that was never a problem. A dog shitting in your yard because we had our own dog, but yeah, he shitting in his own yard.
If you did have a dog, that's what I'm saying. No one ever like
Nobody. Yeah, but nobody walked the dog, and if you did, I mean, we wouldn't even think to have a dog shit in somebody else's yard. So. Their yard has to be really bad for people to go, I just shit in here. Ain't no.
Well, apartment complex.
And they can smell
really
it.
Have a yard.
Yeah, and they can smell it too. If you can smell piss and shit, you got a shitty yard. I mean, seriously.
Just go spray your lawn with the fucking hose.
And they're lazy because they said the first 5 feet of their yard now is all rock. So they go, you know what? We're too lazy to do anything about it. We'll just put some rock over it. So they're like, but he's not an asshole. No, he's not, because that's still shitty. If you know somebody lives there and you see a sign and then you still go, it's okay to shit here, Butch. Go ahead. These people.
Like Butch gives a fuck what that sign
Well,
says.
his dog, he's stupid.
A dog, that's they mark.
Yeah.
The mark
of
unless
the-
she's like, fucking come on.
Mark of the beast. The dog,
he's a beast.
The dog is standing doing this. He's drunk. The dog's doing this. Sorry, my dog had a couple of nights. He coming from the kennel. He's had a couple. He's standing up, peeing on your house and shit.
Writing his name Butch. Spike.
One paw on his fucking his red dog.
He got dead grass with dogs' names in it.
Shitting in the high grass and shit. And he leaves. Hey, why don't y'all cut this piece of shit? And he just leaves. So in a way, it's kind of on them because, like I said, if you really think about it, for people to use your fucking yard as basically a toilet for their pets, they don't think shit about you as people. So your yard must be really shitty. Now, but he's still not an asshole for telling those people stop shit.
You can't stop a dog from peeing.
But you can either pick the shit up or whatever. But
They were picking the shit up. He said he picks the shit up. It's just their yard smells like pee because all the dogs in the neighborhood pee in their yard.
But think about it. Like I said, man, do you know how much? That's a lot of piss for you to actually smell it. Think about it. And you're outside already with all the other smells. I mean, it's got to be a car with some burning
I
oil
wonder
or
where
something.
they live. What state?
It didn't say.
I know it didn't.
He's old. He's 35. She's 27. So either, I mean, I got all that, but getting that young ass. So I guess he's too tired to go do anything about the yard. Man, my young bitch is wearing me out. I got to clean this shit up. So. Oh, pervert. I know, I'm a fucking pervert. But anyway.
I don't think he's an asshole.
I don't think he's an asshole.
But you can't, I mean, they're dogs. They don't
Malik, what do you think, Malik?
Definitely not an asshole. It's weird that he can smell piss, in my opinion.
Yes.
But like I said,
I've
though,
never smelled a dog outside.
if every
This nigga,
hey, if you can smell piss, and like I said, that's a horribly kept yard. Because if everybody uses their yard
does
to
it
piss
never
in-
rain to wash away the piss? Do you not have sprinklers?
Oh, maybe they're like in Arizona and it's like a turf yard or something.
But still, why would you smell piss though?
Because if it's turf,
maybe the dog-
it just fucking it stays there.
Maybe the dogs are homeless
A pack of wild dogs.
and they just piss everywhere. It is. Hey,
The bathroom's up a block.
yeah, like they can't go to a park. So he's not an asshole, but he definitely has.
Stop complaining about animals being animals.
Yeah, he has hygiene issues.
Your issue is with the owner of the pet. And clearly she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Because she was like, you're an asshole. Shut up.
Yeah, that's her comeback. So, but yeah, so listen, he's not keeping that yard clean. That's what he's keeping from us in that part of the story.
Well, he can't. There's so many dogs pissing and shitting in it.
No, it's piss, but they're pissing and shit.
Please, sir, would you stay off the freaking grass? All right, Stanley, damn.
So if they use your house, I mean, they use your yard as a bathroom
might
of all
wanna
the other
move next
houses,
door.
then yeah, it's up to you. That's on you because your yard obviously is not kept.
Yeah.
Because if you see a nice yard, you go, oh, no shit here. Think about it. How many times you see something really, really nice, you go, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck that up.
Not very often.
Hey,
This shithole of a state.
this shit over. Man, the potholes in this goddamn city.
There are 4 billionaires that live in Indiana.
Billionaires? Okay, Ursay. Who else?
The Eli Lilly lady who's she got that big ass mansion complex off of Michigan Road.
And they can't fucking fix the roads?
It ain't their job.
We got Eli Lilly money. We got
Well, Eli Lilly money is just everyday people money. They
sports
big pharma.
We got sports money, but they can't contribute and fill a pothole?
Nah.
Okay, who else?
But what are you gonna do? It's gonna do this every year because we get hot and cold. Asphalt expands in the summer and it shrinks in the winter. That's where the potholes come from.
I'm not even being, but I've been to third world countries who have better roads than we do. I'm being dead serious.
Because they don't have as many fucking people as we.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I had the places I've been in.
Which country?
Honduras.
Honduras don't got as many people as we do.
I mean, the whole country does.
No, they don't.
The whole country has more people than Indianapolis.
Oh,
look up,
Indianapolis, yes.
Indianapolis. Okay, you don't have to look at me. But
I thought you meant America.
oh no. How about Russia? You know what the roads are like in Russia?
Well, how would I know what the roads like are in Russia?
Because you read.
I don't read about roads in Russia.
Well,
What
you
book
know.
is that? I'm looking for roads in Russia. I'm going to get to Leningrad.
See, you know where Leningrad to St.
Moscow.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
See, look at you.
I know cities in Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, I've played video games where we had to murder.
Oh, I thought
them
you'd been there
niggas.
before.
Nah, the Russians are always in the.
I almost went there. I almost went there once.
Russia?
I almost had to lay over
You
there.
gonna fight Rocky?
Give me some of that sweet Russian
Throw the towel!
vodka. No. My only impression is I'm gonna do my own.
Here we go.
This is when Rocky. Remember when Apollo? He's about to die anyway. He goes, "Whatever you stay, don't throw that towel in. Whatever you do." He's like, "Okay, brother." Remember? He gets up, and then Drago just killed him, and all of a sudden he's like this, and then this is Apollo's trainer telling Rocky throw in the towel. He goes, "Throw the damn towel!" See, and I let spit flew out of his mouth. Remember? That was so me.
And fucking Apollo's humping the air.
all this Jerry Curl juice, all that activated juice left his hair. You know, I heard you got to get hit for all that activated
So
juice.
unnecessary to kill him in that movie.
Hey, if he dies, he dies. I mean,
that was a line right
that's
there.
that's one of the greatest lines in movie history. If he dies, he dies. That and I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. And frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. And what else? Okay.
That's alpaca. You blot that shit.
Okay, oh man. Okay, that's 4. Oh, what's another? Oh, I'll be back.
And he did come back.
I'll be back.
But as a good guy.
Yeah. Okay. What's another iconic line? in movie history?
Did you say droppings? Droppings?
No.
Fucking Jurassic Park? Dino droppings? Droppings? Did you say droppings? That is one big pile of shit.
And with that,
Ian Malcolm.
yeah. And with that, we gotta go.
Yeah, that was fun. It was fast.
God damn, that was fun. That was fun, bro.
So final verdict, not an asshole. Not an asshole. I agree. I don't think he's an asshole.
But he needs to clean his fucking yard. When you still, if you can smell piss.
Get you a dog that'll fuck up all those other dogs.
Yeah, get you one of them the South African Mastiffs or whatever, Mastiff. One of them kind of dogs. Anyway.
Get you a nigga dog.
Yeah. Nigga dog. Anyway, I'm BT.
I'm Deion Curry.
And that's Malik not doing a goddamn thing. You know what we say about the time, you know the word. Man, I'm hungry, bro.